wherever you may be in the world. Thank you for joining me for another edition of the Truth Conductor Show. I'm putting my hat on right here. Yeah, that's better. Morning, everybody. This good Wednesday morning, the 10th of January. Man, already this month is almost half gone. And in 9 more days, man, it'll be, good Lord, let me live, it'll be my birthday. 9 days. 19th of January be my birthday, man. Be 71 years old. Good Lord, let me live and stay in good health. Can't take that for granted, man. And thankful for every day. Every day I'm thankful for it. I'm telling you, I'm not, all y'all think y'all, see, when you start getting this age, you can see the end. When you're in your 20s and 30s and 40s and 50s, you think you got forever. Devin, good morning, man. Thank you for joining me. You think you got forever. But listen, y'all, they're using fear and suspicion to keep us divided. See, if they keep you scared of each other, you ain't gonna talk to one another. Because then, if you start talking to one another, you might figure out both of y'all are experiencing the same thing. But yet you don't speak to each other. Isn't it amazing? We're all getting screwed in the grocery store, at the gas pump, in the drugstore, but yet we won't speak to each other. We won't trust each other. And we're just making the rich richer. Hey, Tanya, thank you for joining me. Happy Wednesday to you. All right, that's all we're doing. And as long as they can keep you from talking to each other, you ain't gonna try to develop no understanding, man. We got more in common than we do differences. But we allow them to use fear and suspicion and notice. They only want you to use that fear and suspicion against each other, not them. See, they got you thinking, man, they on your side, that they for you. And they throwing a rock and hiding their hand. And you don't even see them throw the rock. And you mad at somebody else because a rock was thrown. And the very people that threw the rock are the ones that's got you scared of each other. That's the game, y'all. Because if you're scared of each other, you ain't going to depend on each other. You ain't going to rely on each other. You ain't going to try to help each other. The only thing you can do, all your needs, you got to go to the rich to get all your needs satisfied, because you won't speak to your neighbor. You won't support a local business. But yet, you'll go online and you'll support all of the very ones that's got you scared. You making them richer. And you don't see a problem with that. You don't see, and if I'm lying, how come you can't name a rags to riches story from among you? If I'm lying, how come you can't name a? I got 2 people up in here. Name a rags to riches story you know of. I mean, seriously, name a rags to riches story you know of. What I got, Tanya and Devin. Name a rags to riches story you know of. But the rich is still getting richer. Since 2022, the wealthy, the super wealthy, has made over $3 trillion since 2022. $3 trillion they done made off of us. Why? Because we won't speak to each other, and we got to go to them to get all our needs met. And when they know you got to come to them, they can charge you anything they want, because you ain't going to talk to your neighbor because you're scared. Are you suspicious? See, you know, listen. When the shit hits the fan, what's going on? Al-Kabulon. Al-Kabulon. I'm glad because I was trying to figure out how to pronounce that name. Thank you for Al-Kabulon. Thank you. I hope that's right. I hope that's right. Okay? But listen. See, because we're afraid of each other, we ain't gonna try to help each other. And they know that. They know that. So they can charge you any price they want to, because they feeding off your anger. They feeding off your division, off your hatred. Okay? Devin said his last rags to riches story was LeBron James. LeBron James been in the league over 21 years. And you gonna tell me in 21 years you can't see nobody else? And look how rich the rich done got. But yet we can't find nobody getting rich among us. None of our ideas are good enough. None of us are good enough to break through. Think about it. None of us are good enough. None of us have good enough ideas that we can break through. That only the rich gonna get richer. Because see, when the shit hit the fan, it's the poor people that can't go nowhere are the ones that's gonna suffer. The very ones they getting rich off of. They're gonna get even richer. Because you stuck. See, they can jump, when the shit hit the fan, the rich can jump on a plane and go anywhere in the world and get away from that madness because they got money. It's the jokers that ain't got no money, the ones that are screwed. See, you screwed when you ain't got no money. Okay? Well, listen. Them guys are in the same game you are, to feed their family and to leave some kind of legacy. And that's just the avenue that they got to do it. Okay? They in the same hustle, got the same bills, maybe more of them, because 9 times out of 10, they're gonna be getting some junk that they don't need, that's just sitting around. I mean, how can you have 50 and 60 cars just sitting around? That's insurance. You got to insure them cars. And if they luxury cars, that ain't cheap. You talking about some of these athletes, man, just in insurance, paying $2 and $3 million a year. Just in insurance. Okay? See, y'all don't see the expenses. All you see is the big house, the big car, the pool in the backyard. Man, those are expenses. Somebody got to maintain that. Somebody got to take care of that. And you got to pay them. Okay? And when the shit go wrong, you're going to have to get it fixed. Okay? See, they'll never show you the expenses. All right? Well, see. Here's the problem. Here's the problem with a statement like that. See, we all want the bag. Who don't want the bag? We all want the bag. And some of us will compromise to get the bag. Some of us will cheat to get the bag. Okay? Some of us will even steal to get the bag. Okay? And rob, because that's what everybody trying to get is the bag. And what I'm saying is, man, you ain't got to sell your soul. You ain't got to demonize nobody. You ain't got to put nobody down. Okay? This is what I'm saying. You ain't got to steal from nobody. Man, you can come out here with your God-given talent and be able to, well, and that's by, see, See, Devin, the struggle is by design. As long as you're struggling, you can't pay attention to what's going on because you too busy trying to keep your head above water. See, when you're in the struggle, man, you trying to keep your head up, and sometimes the water come up to your nose. Okay, you ain't worried about what's going on, man. You trying to keep your head above water when you in the struggle. Okay, and that's all you can focus on is keeping your head above water. You ain't worried about your neighbor. You ain't worried about your family. You trying to keep your head above water, and what that does is make you selfish. See, right now, the whole world is selfish because everybody trying to do their own thing. See, we ain't figured out yet that, man, this all relative. We all in this. We all in it. Okay? For control, Devin. Because as long as they can keep you worried about how you're going to make it, you can't pay attention to some of the laws they passing. You don't give a shit about that. You trying to keep your head above water. You ain't paying attention to what they doing and what they saying because you in the struggle. And the struggle is real. It's real. Okay? And it's by design. Because the struggle is what's going to keep you distracted. And that's all they trying to do, man, is keep you distracted. So they can come out here and implement all of the shit that you ain't paying attention to it. And then when you wake up, when did this happen? Oh, remember when you was going through such and such and they pay? See, you ain't even paying attention. They're going to be implementing rules and regulations while you in the struggle. And then when you come out the struggle and can get a little breath, you going to be saying, wait a minute, when did they do this? When you wasn't paying attention? When they had you distracted? That's when they did it. That's when they did it. When they knew you were. Why you thinking they letting all of these immigrants come into the country? That's by design. Why? Because them people they letting into the country are going to be the ones that's going to favor them. See, that's what they going to do. That's why they trying to give them the right to vote and do all this other shit, give them benefits, because they going to get their support. Who you think them immigrants going to support? The ones that's trying to keep them out or the ones that's trying to let them in? Think about it. Think about it. You're going to support the person that's helping you. It's just that simple. And that's the game that they're running. They ain't worried about, we ain't going to worry about all of the opposition. We're going to bring some people in. We're going to help them. And those people are going to help us. That's why all of this is going on, man. And y'all plugging it on. You're looking at the wrong thing. They're just manipulating you. Using you. And see, and they're going to get you so discouraged that you ain't going to want to vote at all. Okay? The games people play, you ain't lying. It's real. It's real. And they are successful because they got you scared of each other. Okay? Well, see, Devin, the reason they don't fix the problem is because that's the distraction. That is the distraction, man. That's what I'm trying to get you to see. They're using this as a distraction. See, you ain't paying attention to the bills that are being passed. See, you ain't paying attention to that. Because you caught up in your anger. See, they know anytime somebody make a decision out of fear, 9 times out of 10, it's going to be wrong. Let me say that again. See, anytime you make a decision out of fear, 9 times out of 10, that decision is going to be wrong. When the dust settles, and you say, because you make a decision out of fear, that's out of defeat. You done already gave up. When you make a decision out of fear, you done already surrendered. You don't give yourself a chance. When you make a decision out of fear, and that's the one thing, and notice, every time they look for a decision from you, they're always trying to scare you. Well, if you vote for Trump, look what you're going to get. If you vote for Biden, look at what you're going to get. Fear. Fear. That's why because they know every decision you make out of fear, 9 times out of 10 going to blow up in your face. You see what I'm saying? Devin, and this is a good example, and you ain't the only one, man, that's just trying to survive. And when you in survival mode, don't nothing else matter. Let me say that again. See, when you in survival mode, don't nothing else matter, man. You ain't worried about what these politicians talking about. You ain't worried about the laws they passing. You'll deal with that shit later because you're too busy trying to survive. And right now, they got too many people that's just trying to survive, and they doing it the right way and struggling. Yet, these jokers coming out here lying, cheating, deceiving, and stealing, getting all the way to the top. But now you, with your self-righteous self, you trying to do it the right way, and you get demonized. See, you get degraded because you trying to do it the right way. See, you get suspicion because you trying to do it the right way. But them jokers that's taking the shortcuts and cutting corners, getting all the way to the top. Getting all the way to the top. I mean, it's just that simple. And they use it, and see, once again, as long as they can keep you scared, why you think they only show you the negative news? Keep you scared. Notice they don't show you no positive news. And when some negative news come along, it'll go viral before positive news can get out the bed. That negative news gone viral. Okay, Edward, hey, thank you for joining me, man. And that's the problem. See, and I'm gonna start calling you Al. Hey Al, you absolutely listen. I gotta get in there. See, let me show y'all something. Let me show y'all how relevant history is today. The Underground Railroad was nothing but a code system that was only known by us. Okay? That's what the Underground Railroad was. I'm going to show you how subconsciously people still practice those techniques and they ain't even aware of it. All right? See, when I say the Underground Railroad was a code system, the code was a nickname. Okay? That's what the code was. The code was a nickname. And if you look at most folk, black and white, most folk know each other by their nickname than they do their real name. The Underground Railroad. That's all that is. You know, you ask any person right now, black or white, for some directions. In them directions, they're going to put you a landmark. Why is a landmark important? See, the North Star was important to us when the sky was clear. We followed the North Star. Black folk are experts at landmarks. I'm telling you, ask any black person for some directions. In them directions, they're going to put you a landmark. The Underground Railroad. That's all that is. Because when the sky was cloudy, man, we got to remember that, hey, when you get to that big tree, go to the right. When you get to Mirror Lake, go to the left. See, that's what landmarks are for. Underground Railroad. And a lot of these young kids are practicing that and don't even know it because they don't know their history. It's just that simple. Okay? So when you keeping your head above water, what time is it? All right, I'm in good shape. Got to get down to the White House today. Yesterday was a rain all day yesterday, so it's gonna be a little windy today. I'm gonna be right down there. I'll be right down there, sitting in front of the White House, man, trying to unite people, trying to bring people together, trying to be an inspiration to people. That you can come out with an idea and not be afraid to stand up and express it. And that's another thing about fear and suspicion. See, when you're afraid, you ain't gonna express your ideas, your creativity. When you're scared, you know that's and this is the time right now, right here, right now, is when people need to start breaking out their creativity. Cause the world is looking for some answers. Cause what we doing ain't working. Let me say that again. See, what we doing ain't working. And right now, people are afraid to put some more ideas on the table because they don't think their idea is good enough. Man, I haven't had a day go by that somebody don't come up and tell me, say, man, that sign right there, that's it. I have not had a day go by that somebody don't come up and say, man, that is nothing but the truth right there. That's the answer right there. And see, I could let all my struggles, all my adversity, all of the hardship that I've been going through overwhelm me and put this answer down and somebody else come along and pick it up and I'm right at the door and they walk in the door and I'm sitting there frustrated because I gave up. Okay? Absolutely. And see, and Edward, when we get into that instinct of self-preservation, we cut a lot of corners. Okay? We cut a lot of corners, Edward, when we start just trying to survive. We overlook a lot of things when we just trying to survive. We take chances when we just trying to survive. See, you can be tempted when you just trying to survive. Somebody come along and put a solution in front of you that looks good, but you ain't looking at how they got it. And you take the bait. And then the next thing you know, you got nothing but regret. And see, there are a whole lot of people, man, that they don't give a damn about what you're going through. They're trying to take advantage of you. And if they can get you sucked in, man, every day somebody sending me something about some kind of loan. You qualify for this. Shit, my credit score is in the 500s. How the hell I'm going to qualify for some shit? And I know my credit score is in the 500s. And you're going to come and tell me I now qualify for $200,000 for my business or $50,000 for my business. You know, and I know my credit score ain't shit. And in order for me to get that, I got to lie. See, in order for me to take advantage of all it, I got to lie. And that lie is going to come back and catch you. All right? If you got to lie to get it, it ain't worth it. Take it from me. If you got to lie to get it, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. All right? It just ain't worth it. And some folk don't see it that way. Some folk want to take the easy way out. And see, and that's what a lot of this is designed to make people take the easy way out. Because they know that easy way is the wrong way. And they just sitting back watching the trap. That's because they know it's a trap. And let me give you an example. That COVID money that they was giving out for these business loans, that money was too easy. That money was too easy. And look how many folk got caught up trying to get some of that easy money. And they know this is too easy. So we're going to set the trap and we're going to sit back and just wait and watch and see who bite. And look how many people they done got all this money, went out and got houses and cars and all this other stuff. Millions of dollars. And they come back and say, you cheated. You lied. Because it was too easy. It's too easy. And listen, anytime somebody come to you with fear to try to get you to make a decision, a red flag should go up. Let me say that again. Anytime somebody come to you with fear for you to make a decision, man, a red flag need to go up. Because they're trying to manipulate your emotions with fear to get you to make a decision. Because 9 times out of the 10, the decision they trying to get you to make ain't good for you. But they're using fear. They do it every day, man. They extort people every day with fear. With fear. What when the bill collector call you up, what is he using? Fear. If you don't pay this gonna man, my credit already fucked up. It's already fucked up, so get in line. That don't work on me. Shit, you gonna come to my credit. I know my credit fucked up. Get in line. You know, you ain't gonna scare me. Talking about, listen, let me tell you something. Right now, as bad as my credit is, give me $10,000, $15,000 cash. I can walk into any dealership and come out with a vehicle. That's all I got to do is show them some money. I can get anything I want. I don't care how bad your credit is. If you got some money, man, you can get anything you want. You can get anything you want. All you got to do is come up with some money. Okay? It's just that simple. Because that's all they want is some money. And if you put enough of it down, shit, they'll treat you like royalty. And your credit is jacked up. Okay? Well, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. If you walk in, man, if you got enough down payment to put down on a house, they ain't going to tell you no. They ain't going to tell you no. They're going to give it to you. Now, they might be trying to wonder where you got the money from, but they give you the house, man. Money get you. The Bible say money, listen. I don't want y'all to think I said this. It's in Ecclesiastes. And let me tell you where it is. I'm telling you, hold on a second, y'all. I'm gonna tell you where this. I'm gonna tell you where this. Ecclesiastes 10:19. Okay, let me read this to y'all. Let me read this to y'all. This ain't coming out of my mouth. Okay. Ecclesiastes 10:19. A feast is made for laughter, and wine makes merry, but money answers everything. Money has the answer for everything, no matter what it is, no matter what you're facing, money. Why you think everybody's out here trying to get money? Because money has the answer for everything. The love of money is the root of all evil. Don't get them twisted. The love of money is the root of all evil, but money has the answer for it. There's nothing money don't have the answer for. All right? So listen, y'all. I got to get ready, get out here to the White House. Stop being afraid. Stop being manipulated with fear. Okay? Miss APC say, I don't have the wisdom to use it yet. Well, you have what you say. And as long as you keep believing that you don't have the wisdom, that's what's going to keep happening. That's what's going to keep happening. Because see here again, fear. Fear is manipulating your decision, telling you that you ain't got, and you probably a genius, but don't even know how to do it. Haven't even challenged yourself yet. See, there's some things about you and money you haven't even challenged yourself with, and you count yourself out. You count yourself out. Listen, y'all. Listen. A lot of this stuff you ain't got to know how to do. You got to know how to pick people that can do stuff for you. Okay? See, in business, you want people good at your weakness. Let me say that again. See, in business, you want people good at your weakness. And maybe you don't know how to use money, but you do know how to pick good people. Somebody say, who is they? That's life, fool. They is life. That's everyday life. That's who they is. Life. It's life. It's living life. They contact your dumb ass every day, but you too stupid to see it. Because you come up in here trying to be funny. They is life. Everyday shit you go through is they. But you can't see that because you want it to be a person. Okay? All right? That's what it is. And if you keep playing with life, it'll kick you in your ass. Let me say that again. You keep playing with them, and they'll kick you in your ass. Life. Play with it. Take it for granted and see what it'll do for you. And that's what I'm talking about, life. Well, I'm creating a false narrative. How am I creating a false narrative? This is Cody, y'all. This is Cody. How am I creating a false narrative? Let's have a discussion. See, I'm willing to have, because I know you're coming up here fake. I'm willing. You tell me I'm creating a false narrative, and you can't come up in here as yourself. Now, who's the fake? Who's the fake? You can't come in here as yourself, but I'm creating a false narrative. Really? Really? I ain't pretending to be somebody that I ain't. So how am I creating a false narrative? And you coming up here as a fake, as a liar, as a deceiver. And you got the nerve to tell me I'm creating a false narrative. And you can't even come up in here as yourself. So who's creating a false narrative here? Okay? Wait a minute. Hold on a second, because I got to blow my nose. Hold on. I want to rip into this person right here. Let's see what they saying. Oh, see, this is one of those distractions while the seed is being watered. You were just exposing these things. What the hell are you talking about, man? What seed being watered? And see, ladies and gentlemen, this is the crap that I'm talking. This is a good example about what I'm talking about. See, when people want to use fear and suspicion to try to discredit you, this is perfect. This is perfect. And at least I got the nerve to come on as myself. And who is this? Miss APC. Oh, I have no idea. Anyway, anyway, be mindful, ladies and gentlemen, of the decisions that you make out of fear. Be mindful of being the first one to cast suspicion. Be mindful of that, okay? Because it might not be the case. Now is the time to start paying attention, because you're going to have smoke and mirrors here pretty soon. When it comes to this election, you're going to have smoke and mirrors, man. You ain't going to know what is real and what is fake. Okay? That's what they setting us up for, the confusion. So we won't pay attention. We'll get so frustrated and so discouraged that we'll just accept anything. And that's where they're trying to get you at now. They're trying to get you so frustrated and so scared and so suspicious that you just throw your hands up and say, you know what? Whatever comes along, I'm good with it. That's what they're trying to get you to do. To go along with anything that comes along. Because they done discouraged you and they have demoralized you with fear and suspicion. Because you ain't going to talk to each other. And that's the whole... See, once they isolate you, and they found that out with COVID. See, COVID showed them when they isolate the world with each other, let's see how they're going to act. Who they going to depend on. When we were isolated, we ain't depending on each other. We depended on the rich. Because whatever we need, we went online and ordered it. We didn't go to our neighbor and say, hey, can you help me with this? We went... Well, again, listen, ladies and gentlemen. In order to learn, you got to make mistakes. Let me say that again. In order to learn, you have to make mistakes. And what's the one thing people are afraid to make? Is a mistake. They're afraid to make a mistake. And that's how you learn. And if you don't want to make no mistake, you're going to be stagnant. You're going to stay right where you are because you don't want to learn. You don't want to get out and try because you learn from your mistakes. And right now, they got you afraid. Life has you afraid to make mistakes because you think you're going to lose everything if you get out here and make a mistake. And that could be the key. That mistake could be the key to your blessing. And you scared to make it because it'll open up the door you need open. But you're afraid because you're looking at with fear. And that's the problem. Okay? That's the problem. You can't listen, ladies and gentlemen. Listen. If you don't believe in you, Why should anybody else? Let me ask that question again. If you don't believe in yourself, why should anybody else? And a lot of y'all are upset and angry because people don't believe in you. And you don't even believe in yourself. But you want other folks to believe in you. And you don't even believe in yourself. And you get upset with them because they don't believe in you. But you ain't upset with yourself because you doubt you, because you don't trust you, because you second guess you. See, you ain't mad at you for all of your habits, but yet, you're welcome. But yet, you get mad at somebody else because they don't want to believe in you. And all you exhibit is fear and incompetence. Because your decisions are coming out of fear. You ain't making your decisions. Say, man, let me make this. Let me just follow my tuition and learn and see where it's gonna take me. Okay. And let me say this. And since Al-Kabulan has said this. He made this. This is the statement he made. We are here to learn from each other. We're here to learn from each other because we all have something to bring to the table. See, most folk don't know their worth. And that's the problem. Most people don't know their worth. See, your worth is where your value comes from. If you ain't worth nothing, they're gonna overlook you. But if you got some worth that some people need, they'll put you at the top of their list. And see, and because most folks, let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. You can take an ugly woman that don't nobody wanna be around, but her bed game is tight. She can cook her ass off, and she got a clean house. Okay? But she ugly as shit. See, she got value for somebody. There's some man out there that's looking for somebody whose bed game is tight, who can keep their house clean, and who can cook their ass off and manage their money. Okay? See, that's your value. But you're going to take, just because you ugly and you ain't got that you ain't got no value. And see, your value is what you're good at. And unfortunately, most folk take what they're good at and exploit it. Okay? All right, it's just that simple. What are you good at? That's your value. That's what you bring into the table. What you good at. And you ain't got to be like everybody else. Let me say that again. See, your value ain't got to be like everybody else. What are you good at? What are you bringing to the table? See, some of you ladies are bringing the organization that a man needs. You can organize him. And that's value. And see, and listen to me. You always want to pick somebody whose strength is your weakness. Let me say that again. See, when it comes down to getting into a relationship, see, you want to pick somebody whose strength is your weakness. And your strength is their weakness. Now you got two people that can fit like a hand in a glove. Okay? Because one's strength is the other's weakness, and the other's weakness is the strength. It's just that simple. And you can grow like that. Okay? Thank you, brother. That's a lot of, that comes from a lot of mistakes, man. That little bit of information right there comes from a lot of mistakes. Because a lot of times we get caught up in the physical and we don't pay attention to in all of the other stuff because we caught up in the physical. Okay? And that physical is deception. Because believe me, when some of these people start getting home and taking off some of these layers, you'd be like, hey, this ain't the person. The woman in the club, boobs was up here and yours down here. Where's she at? Where that woman at that had them boobs, them tits that was standing up like this? Because now that you done took that garment off and them jokers done dropped down to your belly button, see, now the real deal is out. And see, and that's, look y'all, this is why we having a lot of problems we having in between men and women, because so many people are using deception. Okay? So many people are using deception to get in the door. And then once they get in the door and they reveal the real thing, see, they think you're supposed to accept that when they deceive you to get their foot in the door. And now that they done got their foot in the door, see, now they want to show you the real deal. And you're supposed to accept that when they use deception to get you to drop your guard. All right? Stop making decisions out of fear and suspicion, and your life will be great.